Oh yeah, there you go.
Uh,
Yeah, I see it.
Now, can you see the comments on what popped up too?
Yeah, I gotta click them though. Let me see. Yeah, for sure.
Hey,
Want me
who
to
turned
join
that light off over there? Turn that light back on.
Damn. Um,
And it also shows you how many showing right now on it too. Yeah, it also shows you how many showing.
I got it, but I ain't joined the chat though. I have to go to what's the name?
You said what?
Oh, okay. Hold on, let me see. Man, I'm still not letting me motherfucking go in.
Okay, so when you you said what's up, but it goes to private chat.
I know it won't let me go to the main chat. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, let me see.
See, because you on here, you would have to go to YouTube and
Okay,
then go to the actual page.
let me see.
See, the only thing I don't like is that the little banner at the bottom is so small. But I guess when we do that little banner, we'll just do the at like okay, YouTube.
Let me see.
Like we'll go on here and change the banner to like where we'll put our YouTube channel on there at the bottom or your Facebook, whatever at to where somebody, you know what I'm saying, to kind of solidify it. Need to see. Let's see how that banner is. We can change that whole background banner.
Let me see. Man, I my phone password.
Hey, welcome to the Ready or Not podcast. So you ready to rock? Hey, we about to get it going today. I got my boy Tony, Mac the Prince, RC the Rich Guy. We up in here trying to make it happen. Hey, welcome to the show. We
What's
about
up,
to
bro?
make we about to get everything going from relationships to daily topics, politics, life in general. We're gonna teach you the game of what we know as far as certain business aspects that we know. So if you're interested in any of that, we not just no one-stop shop where you can only get this kind of content. We want to be outside the bubble. So we're not your average just channel. They only strictly showing on this side of we just talking about this. No, we're gonna talk about sports. We're gonna talk about everything. What's
All
good,
right.
T?
What's up with it, man?
Hey man, just slow boogie, baby. We out here trying to get it. You know what
What's
I'm talking
up?
about?
Yeah, you know it.
So first topic for today, man. I really want to talk a little bit about that little Master P situation, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
Walmart and them is trying to play my man's, and snooping them on not putting their product out because they didn't want to, rock with Post and let them distribute their stuff so they can get a large piece of the pie.
Yeah.
What you think about that?
Man, I don't know. I think they probably because they black, man. You know what I'm saying? You know it's hard for a black man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course. I mean, anytime we try to make a stride to step up, and they always say, "Oh, we lazy, we don't want to do nothing." But the moment we start making strides, we start stepping up, and we start making things pop. It's always a railroad, somebody trying to step on a foot, and stop, us from being able to really be us.
Yeah.
You got the Asian community, you got the Hispanic community, you got all these people that whenever they doing something, they got so many of them, they together. So they can't be stopped. Us, we can be stopped because we don't know how to work with each other.
Yeah, divided, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're divided, you what?
Apart.
You fall.
Yeah, you gonna fall every time. Yeah, man, because like them, and I done watched a lot of different races, man, stick together. And the crazy part about it, they stick together against us because they know we divided. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big facts. And that's the main thing, because look, if we can come like this, and we build something and stick with something, the problem is this side don't like that side, and that side don't like this side. So how we gonna get anything popping?
You know what I really think it is? That everybody want to be a leader. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But me, I believe that you should learn how to, you know what I'm saying, follow before you can lead. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be the man. You know what I'm saying? That's me. So I believe you need to learn how to lead. I mean, follow before you can lead. You know what I'm saying?
Every great leader had to, because it's just like this, right?
Right.
We parents now at this point, right? So it's gonna make even more sense.
Mm-hmm.
My child has to follow me so that he can learn his way when he gets out.
Right.
How you gonna be a leader and you ain't even got past the child stage to be able to, grow?
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man. A lot of sense.
So we gotta allow you gotta follow somebody that knows the knowledge, learn it, critique what you feel is best for you and what works for you, and then lead. But everybody want to be the chief and not the Indian.
My point is that.
How do you think the chief got where he had? He had to learn from the chief, while he was an Indian, a soldier.
Right, because everybody got to answer to somebody, man. Ain't just one person running this world, man.
Exactly. Everybody got a position to play. Everybody got a role to play. You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, we got to learn how to work together and see with just to double back, with the subject that we was on.
Right.
I didn't like how when we actually get money, we actually get in position, because it used to always be, well, we don't have no money to be able to start no business. We don't have no money to be able to buy resources. We got resources now, and we still being stopped being able to be able to create brands outside of having to use these big corporations. They find when they can use our likeness, but once they take the likeness away, they no longer, hey, nah, we don't want to do business, and we ain't gonna let you do business over here if you don't want to let us get a piece of the pie.
Sure, right. Yeah, try to keep us depressed, man.
We don't have no problem doing business and working with people, but when we trying to create our own lane, and we saying, hey, you've already got the grocery store set up. We just using your grocery store at this point to distribute, and we giving the grocery store the piece of the pie. But see, the problem is the grocery store is also in bed with these other big corporations.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So now, if that corporation don't want to fool with you, and they've been already doing business with them for a long period of time, how you you think they gonna go and take they for show money for some little money?
No, not at all.
So now you get to go back to the back of the bus, basically.
Right. But man, like me, I really don't know Snoop them situation, man. It's probably more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we on the outside looking in. We don't know everything, but what we see is what we speak on,
right,
from our perspective of what
right,
is displayed.
yeah,
But I'm pretty sure they didn't went and had a meeting with these people,
right,
sat down and said, hey, how can we figure out some kind of way that we can, you can distribute, you can make it, you can get a little piece of this and that, and make it make sense.
right. But they got this system designed, man, for us to stay up under their control. You know what I'm saying? So they don't like to see us get the intelligence to come up out of there, man. So that probably play a part too, man. Me personally,
Most definitely.
I believe, you know what I'm saying, like, cause since the beginning of time, bro, like they've been having us under their control. Now they see that we done start learning and reading books and getting the knowledge to come up out of that stuff, man. They don't know what to do. So
Mm-hmm.
they scared of us, man. So I don't know.
Well, the only thing we can do is keep pushing forward.
Right?
Press them on they bull.
Yeah.
And let me add the shit to the ball. You understand what I'm saying?
Beating them at their own game. They don't like that.
But see, that's the thing. Just think about this. Let me paint another picture for you. Sports, for instance, right?
Right.
You create rules and regulations for the sport, right?
Right.
And every time you created the rule, and we have to abide by it.
Right.
Every time that we excel at what you created, you move the goalposts.
Right. Sure.
Oh no, you can't do. Nah, you can't do that. Nah, they getting too good at this, and we ain't winning. So we gotta change the rules up again. And see, that's the thing. It's hard playing somebody game when they able to change the rule at the last minute.
Yeah.
How you gonna win?
You're right.
How you gonna win?
Right. So what was Walmart like? What was they really just talking about, man? Like,
It wasn't them talking about anything really. What they was basically doing is that Snoop and Master P and them, they went with another company to build the cereal, right?
Yeah, I know that.
So now they got a distributor to be able to make the product. They then had the product shipped to Walmart to be on display to be sold.
Right.
The problem is they received it, they never put it on the shelves.
Yeah,
so if you put it on, if you
never, they signed the contract though, right?
Yeah, they signed the contract to receive it. But that ain't got to say that I have to have your stuff on display.
You right.
Because I got all these other brands that's out here. That's a bigger corporation, basically. That gets higher priority. Now, if we so happen to sell out of them, and we got a slot or something available on the shelf for you, then we might pop your stuff out.
Yeah, which is probably the people that own those corporations is probably their homeboys or their family members or something. You know
okay, Post, right?
Right.
We all ate Post cereal. They are big. Kellogg's is another big brand.
Right.
They've been doing this for so many years, so these corporations are embedded. It's just like you going with Domino's sugar or something, and I know my name and my logo holds weight.
Right.
I come in and I'm trying to get into the sugar game, and I want my little product, put up on the shelf. Well, basically, we don't have no room for your stuff because we already product out right now.
Right.
But we'll receive it, and if so happen we get a high order of a lot of sugar and they brand ain't available for us to put up there, then we'll decide to put yours up there.
But think about this though, man. That Snoop Dogg, man, he gonna put them out of business, man. Just his name alone.
But that's my point of what I was saying. It's all good when I can be a face of your franchise.
Right.
Until I'm trying to be my own franchise and I'm trying to supply the needs to the community.
Right.
I'm not receiving what you know what you're not getting a piece of my pie now at this point, right?
Sure, right.
So now my thing is to smoke. You know how you have a fire and you put the cover on top of the fire.
Right.
Now I'm trying to put your fire out because now I'm going to smother your business. I'm
Right.
jack your price up on your cereal to $16 a box, knowing that who gonna buy a $16 box of cereal?
Every now and then they will. You know what I'm saying? But not on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Regular basis.
We talking about this was made for middle and lower class people. This ain't made for.
But you know one thing I realized, man, like these people in these corporations make all these products, whether it's Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and the only people buying is the black community. You know what I'm saying? So they would hate to have a person that's, you know what I'm saying, actually a black person selling it to their own people, because on the cool, they people don't even buy the stuff. Black people, you know, kind of materialistic though, man. So.
And you already know, just like when they were trying to boycott Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and all this other little stuff, right?
Right.
And then you had Mayweather. Oh, I don't know what y'all got going on, but I'm over here, I'm buying the brand still. This is the point of what I'm saying. It's just like even with 2K right now. 2K just came out with a new policy. I'm just giving examples of stuff that's so important to the same thing.
Yeah.
2K just came out with a new policy about virtual currency not being real money, and whatever you spend is on you if you decide to spend it, and it's not gambling. So you can't sue me. You can't get no money off of me and none of this at this point because we getting tired of getting lawsuits on us.
Yeah, man. But
so
they made it though. So
which is fine. You made it, right?
Yeah.
But you make the same game every year, right?
Right.
All you did was change the number of the year.
Right.
Copy and paste majority of the stuff and created a couple of little in-game content to make it, and upgraded a couple of things that you probably didn't, you know. Hey, last year, this was the focal point of the game. This year, this is going to be the focal point, and we're going to make them and have them rebuy the same leather jacket that they bought from last season.
Right.
We can throw that in the season pass.
Right.
At this point, I just bought $150 worth of content to start off with and got VC. You just upgraded through a new platform, closed that platform down. So I can't even play online with that one because you closed the service. So now I'm going over here to this, right?
Right.
That VC should carry over. I shouldn't have to keep rebuying VC over and over for a game that's pretty much the same. Right. Only thing you did was tweak a couple of things. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the thing that I'm saying.
Man, you know what that made me think of, man? Like, I was trying to get into this school, man, which was Full Sail University for music production. Okay. Man, tell me why, you know, I got a background, so like, you know what I'm saying? They was like, they kept giving me the runaround. They was like, man, you gotta give us your background. And then when I gave them the background, I had to go through and write everything that I've been through on a separate piece of paper. And it was like 28 papers, bro. So then when every time I did it, they was like, oh, that's not right. And then in the end, man, I did this for like 3 months straight, bro. I did it over like 6 times, 28 papers, typed them up. They was like, man, oh, well, we can't accept you, man, because you've been on supervision. And I was like, why y'all didn't just tell me that at first? Then I had this dude call me back. He was black. He was like, man, them white people really just don't want you at the school, man, because they feel like you getting all the attention because you was interacting with the instructors and everybody was falling in love with you the first time they met you, man. Mm-hmm. So I was like, man, so they go with kind of what you said, man. Like they try to keep us, you know what I'm saying, at a certain, you know what I'm saying, under their control.
Oh, so, without a doubt.
But it's always a way around everything, man. But you just gotta put your mind to it, though, man. But it ain't easy.
And see, and that's the thing. Anything that's worth having is not gonna be easy, right?
You right.
I wanted this house.
Right.
That didn't mean it was gonna be easy to obtain.
Sure, right.
That means cutting off friends, family members,
right,
anybody that ain't on what I'm on right now.
right.
I had to lock in. I had to isolate myself. I had to limit conversation with people because once they start seeing you doing something, hey man, can I borrow this, man? I see you up right now, big dog. Hey, can I hold 20? Can I hold 10? Can I hold 100? I got you back on Friday when I get paid. Right. Not to say, some people will, pay you back, some won't. You know how to, when they don't, you already know you burnt your bridge, right?
Right.
You did that on your own. I didn't have to do it. You did it, for us. When you could have got so much more, you burnt your bridge for a little piece of time.
Sold your soul.
You see what I'm saying? For a little bit. Yep. And you could have had so much more when you got somebody solid in your corner.
Right.
I said all that to say we in the States are always on a hamster wheel.
Right.
There's no in between. Like back when we was like our parents, we didn't have a lot of jobs as far as Black culture, but the standard of what was portrayed is, hey, you go to work, you go hard. When your kids get out some time or whatever, you go and take vacations and you do this. Not everybody was in position to take motherfucking vacation, straight up.
Right.
You would be able to have enough money for your job to be able to go take vacation, pay your bills, pay things off, put some money aside for retirement and all that. That's none of this is that anymore now out here. You work on the hamster wheel until we say you tired, and then we're gonna jack up your retirement all the way until 75.
Which is another form of a suppression and control, man. So yeah. One thing I learned about, man, like going to school or all this stuff, there's no subject on teaching you how to own or run your own business, man.
Oh, it's a lot of subjects out there how to. That's why it's called business management. Going to school for business management, teach you how to manage.
But they ain't gonna actually tell you like you should go start your business. You should go start a business. Like that'll get you past. You know what I'm saying? Well, like where you don't have to be a slave for us no more.
Why would I tell you that when I need you to work over here? And the whole thing is I need you to be a worker, not an owner.
Right.
You're supposed to be a worker.
That's control though. Right.
Right. But when they teach you, they start already in our public schools how to be, you're gonna be a worker. And so when you become conscious enough to learn how to, hey, this ain't it for me, bro. I don't like somebody telling me when and when I gotta clock in, because some days I might not be feeling 100%.
Right.
And I might need that extra hour or two just to get my mind right so I can go out here and conquer my day.
Yeah.
Not be on no hamster wheel. I got to be here at 6 a.m. every day to 3 or 5 because I got to get that overtime. And then if I get the overtime, they're going to tax me even more money for my time. So why am I doing overtime?
Right. Right.
For what? $50? $100?
Right.
This is the games they play with you to make you think that you're doing something. And then they put all these flashy things, cell phones, TVs. Hey, we got to keep you entertained for something, for some reason. So you in the matrix, you're not woke.
Right. Unconscious.
But that all ties back into the main subject of what we were talking about with Snoop. Master P has been giving us the blueprint from day one.
Yeah, he'll tell you over and over too, man. That's one thing I like about Master P. He's gonna tell you.
I don't care what stigma his son has tried to put out here, what haters have tried to say about him. This man has done nothing but put blueprint after blueprint after blueprint out here for us and tried to help. But it's always hard to try to help us. People that don't want help, they act like they want to help. They get the little information and think that they, I'm asking them, I got a little info or whatever. And then after that, I don't do nothing with it.
Right.
Now it was a waste of his time and your time because you didn't apply what he was giving. And he paid lawyers, went to the library because we didn't have Google and stuff at this time to get all this, to learn this, and took L's which is lessons, not loss,
Right.
to get where he is now, and putting his kids through college, going through the ups and downs of being an entrepreneur. Of hey, I might have to, hold off on this right here. Almost might even have to go into bankruptcy because shit didn't go the way you wanted to.
Right. Right.
But he has given us the blueprint to say, hey, if you really want this, it's attainable. It's just how much do you want?
And Master P tell you, and he'll tell you over and over that I'm gonna give you the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you over and over, step by step, that he giving it to you. You know what I'm saying? And me, man, it's 2024. It ain't no reason that people should be out here like doing like the stuff that they do, man. Like, because it's too easy to make money. I mean, we didn't have all internet and all that when we was younger. You know what I'm saying? Our parents didn't have that stuff.
No, they didn't.
They done did all
we was the guinea pigs.
Right. They done did all the footwork for us, man. So there's no excuse. They even, and then for the lazy dudes that want to sit around and sell drugs, bro, they even got DoorDash. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can go do that.
And that's facts. But see, that's the thing. That's why they give us the stigma of we lazy now. Because you look at the culture of hip hop, the gangs, and that puts bad taste in people's mouths about us, right?
Right.
That's not to say we not all those things, but that's not all of us.
Right.
So you putting us all in the same bucket, and that ain't all of us. You got hard workers out here, you got talented plumbers, welders, workers, people that's out here really, you got talented black people that's really excelling at the things that they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honest people.
And I mean, even people that had to do whatever they had to do to get the little change that they was gonna get to be able to propel them for the mainstream that they had. They felt like this is the only thing that I can do to get where I gotta get. Okay, cool, but don't let that define you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like you made your mistakes in your life. I made my mistakes in my life, but we didn't let it define us to say, "Hey, I gotta stop right here where it's at." No, we ain't gotta stop. Every day we reinventing ourselves. Every day we reinventing ourselves in some form or fashion to do something to keep ourselves.
Let me ask you this: Do you think that Snoop and Master P gonna ever let anything stop them from doing what they trying to do?
No, and I'm gonna tell you why.
I know it.
And here's why: because he's already been in the business long enough, right?
Right.
He understands the inner workings of the attorney, what to go to the attorneys with,
right?
Where to go to be able to put this on blast, because I have a face. I am a brain. My name is a brain.
Right.
So I get a little bit leg up compared to like us, the average Joes that wouldn't know what to do in the instance of that, right?
Right.
So of course they gonna fight these big what do you call it?
Corporations.
No, corporation, but it's conglomerate corporations.
Okay.
And stuff like this. They know what to do. They got a team out here that know what to do. We ain't started no business and ain't never been in business before. This is just this. The only thing different about this versus that is this is a different lane than I was over here. I came over here. I conquered. No limit. Now I'm in the food distribution game over here, and I'm about to see and conquer over here. So this is just another temporary setback for a major comeback.
Right. So they basically paving the way for everybody else too at the same time, man.
Right. Exactly. And see, this is all that I'm saying is that everything that we doing right now, and all we seeing right in front of our eyes, is the transformation of us elevating ourselves as a community. But it starts with us. We can't blame always. We always, everybody want to say it's the white people, the white man. No, it starts with us in-house first.
You right.
We gotta pick up and say, hey, we tired. Get the group that you vibe with, the people that you vibe with, create what you gonna create.
Right.
Everybody not gonna vibe. Everybody not gonna get along. Everybody not gonna vibe. Everybody can't go along on a ride.
Right.
So guess what? You came. You helped me conquer to this point. Your bus stop, your train stops here because we no longer on the same page of where we thought we was going.
Right.
Ain't no love lost. We still cool. It's just this part of the program you not scheduled for.
Right. Right. I had to learn that the hard way, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And one thing I believe, like, as far as dealing with that, man, when a person show you who they are, one time, man, believe that. Believe that.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right.
Yeah, because I done seen a lot, man. Like, you know how you can be like, you can see the good in a person, and you'll be like, man, well, I think that they can be this or be that. Just because you can see the good in them, don't mean they're gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have dedication.
Go ahead, finish your statement.
I was saying you gotta have dedication, man. And you gotta let yourself be your motivation. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Every day when you wake up and you look in the mirror or you get on your knees and pray, whatever your regimen is, you have to be a motivator. Like I was just telling you before, sometimes you have to cut a lot of people off to get where you going in this thing.
Right.
Because you got to lock in. You can't have a lot of distractions when you, because what God got ordained for you ain't for everybody else, and everybody ain't gonna understand what's for you. You see what I'm saying? What your gift is, everybody ain't meant for that.
Even when you try to tell them, they still ain't gonna understand. Excuse me.
And that's the thing.
You can tell them over and over, man. You try to drill it to them, but you ain't doing it by wasting your time and stopping your own blessing, man.
Exactly. And see, that's the reason why they say don't always tell everybody what you think.
Right.
Because once you start telling everybody what you thinking and what you think about this, oh man, you know, man, I don't really like that, man. I ain't really. It killed your dream right there in about 5 seconds. Right. 5 seconds it killed your dream.
Right.
Because you told them, and then you got less motivated because you didn't think that it might be. Unless you in your soul, like, hey, appreciate it. I just want to hear another opinion. You didn't say what I thought I needed to hear, so appreciate it. I'm going over here and I'm gonna still write my stuff down and do what I gotta do.
And that goes like what you were saying, man, about us coming together. Like, we shouldn't shoot each other down, man. Like, if you see something that's lacking in what a person is trying to do, like, it's cool for criticism, you know what I'm saying? But like, show them like the way, like, the point of fixing like what you're saying, you know what I'm saying? Because some people had hard lives, man, and, like, you know, where they was always put down or brought down or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? And they're quick to give up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, that's for sure. Everybody's not going to be a self-motivator, right?
Right.
How I want to say this? I want to say this the right way. Some people are better. They get motivated with a group. It's just like, you know, when you go to training in football. I love sports analogies, but it's like you go in a sport. Like, you go to the gym by yourself, right? You got to learn how to motivate yourself to work out.
Right.
I'm the type of person, I love working out with, you know, my boys, you know, a lot of people.
Yeah.
I get a kick if I'm in the gym with you and I'm in there with my boy. I'm gonna do that extra set that I know I wouldn't have did if I was by myself.
Right.
I'm gonna do that extra 2 sets that I wouldn't have did if I was by myself, because I know I'm just working out ain't that motherfucker. Can't you tell? The workout, fuck it.
For real. Hey, man, I know you gonna push me. You know, you be like, man, I know you gonna push. I know a nigga gonna push me. You know what I'm saying? Nigga finna push me, even if I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Shit, but
that's it.
Yeah, but you know, but that go to what you were saying a little minute ago too, though, man, about what we were saying about, you know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to follow before you can lead, man.
Most definitely. And I think that's a great way to leave a great message for these youngsters.
Right.
Learn how to follow, unless you already got the plan and you got some soldiers with you that's willing to roll with you on this train.
Right.
Other than that, learn how to follow, then lead. Right. So that way you ain't burning somebody in the process and you lose unnecessary people that really was for you, but you allowed yourself to get tricked up off these streets.
Right. Because there ain't nothing new under the sun that ain't already been done.
No. We done been out here. We done some unnecessary things that we thought was supposed to be done because we thought that was the way it was supposed to be done.
Right.
We had the blind leading the blind.
Right.
And we went nowhere.
Right.
Fast. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we made wrong decisions.
Yeah, totally.
And the thing is, we allowed others to dictate our own thought process instead of us saying and checking it, because we don't hold ourselves accountable. And right. Whenever you hold each other accountable, a person wants to throw a finger back at you. Well, what about you? Well, we're not talking about me right now at the moment. We're talking about what you just did. Instead right. of, and that's where we go wrong, because we don't allow each other room to grow and hold each other accountable. Yeah. And I think that's the message. Hold each other accountable. Don't be judgmental, and take the information and apply what's necessary.
For sure.
Any closing arguments you want to leave on or anything?
Nah, man, I'm good, man. Just for the youngsters, man. Y'all pay attention, man.
Well, it's for the old folks too, because didn't you just see Cam Newton get into the fight? I ain't gonna start a whole nother.
Yeah, you sure right.
I ain't gonna start, man. I'm gonna keep it simple. But yeah, man, that's just for whole nother segment, man. But hey, appreciate y'all, man. Y'all come subscribe to Radio Not Podcast with me and Tony Mack. You know, the Prince, RC, the rich guy. We out here. We about to really get this thing popping, and we got a lot more great segments and just great conversation, and some lessons in between. So, hey, check us out. Subscribe to Radio Not Podcast, big dog. In a minute.
For sure.